everyone, my name is Gabby and today I'm going to be bringing you a TBR video in which I discuss 4 books that are currently on my TBR or to be read list. So I've never really filmed one of these videos before because I normally have very flexible reading plans. I have my upcoming releases that I'm excited about, but then everything else is kind of just what's available to me, what randomly pops up into my radar. I thought that it would be good because I've been doing a little bit better with my reading for this year, that I would make a list of books that I'm going to read in order to hold myself accountable and also let you know what books I'm currently interested in reading. So without further ado, I'm going to dive right on in and get started with the list. The first book on this list is one that I featured in my Chain of Iron reading vlog, and that is The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornichek. This book is about a banished witch that falls for the trickster god Loki, and as a big fan of Tom Hiddleston and the MCU's Loki, this book immediately caught my attention, and that's all I wanted to know about it. I am going to be buddy reading this book with my friend Molly over at Magical Molly. If you want to check out her channel, I will leave the link to it down below in the description. This is a new release that came out this year. My friend Molly is the one that sort of put it on my radar, and we decided that we are going to buddy read it together. I'm really looking forward to reading this book, especially with the Loki series coming out in June. This one I hope is going to be a favorite. The next book on this list is one that has definitely been on my list of most anticipated releases for 2021, and that is Infinity Reaper by Adam Silvera. So this was another book that I talked about in my Chain of Iron reading vlog because I attended a book event with Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli, who is most known for running Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and other books in the Simonverse. I attended a virtual author event with the two of them through Anderson's Bookshop, which is my local independent bookstore. If you want to check them out, the link will be in the description to do that. Infinity Reaper is the sequel to Infinity Sun, and this series is now a trilogy. Originally, I think we were led to believe it was going to be a duology, and Adam just announced a 3rd book. This one is significantly bigger than the previous book, which personally for me, I'm a little bit relieved about, because Infinity Sun was one of my most disappointing reads of the year, because most of the time I just did not know what was going on in the book. If for some reason you're unfamiliar, this series follows 2 twin brothers who live in this fantastical world where there are people with superpowers, and one of the brothers ends up getting powers that doesn't want their powers, and so now they have to navigate this world of having powers and having a particularly special ability that is rare, and has to sort of deal with now being hunted and having other people have their eyes on him, and the other brother, who's really into social media and fame and popularity, is now sort of having to deal with some major FOMO as a result. One of my biggest problems with the first book in the series is that it was very difficult to know what was going on at any given point in time. There was really no introduction to the world, really no explanation. We were just sort of thrust into it. Ignore the sirens outside my window. Just problems living in the city of Chicago. Anyway, I have a feeling that it's gonna be a little bit easier to get through this, and I'm glad that Adam and publishers listened to the sort of main critique that I think was an issue a lot of people had with the first book in this series, and fixed it, which was definitely my hope from reading Infinity Sun, so I'm super excited to read this. And this book is also signed with this gorgeous book plate. Look at that. I'm excited to read it. I always love Adam and his books. He's always one of my auto-buy authors, and I have so much hope that this book is going to be better than the first. The next book on my TBR isn't a book, but rather a play, and that is The Tempest by William Shakespeare. So I'm going to be reading this play with a whole bunch of my friends over at the Bard Book Club. My friends Molly and Bridget are the ones that run the book club. They read a different Shakespeare play each month. There's a live reading of it over Zoom. They do a movie night, and then there's a discussion afterwards, and I'm very excited to be joining them for The Tempest. I have not read this Shakespeare play before, but it's been super fun to get to join them for some of their live shows and to be able to get to read along with the plays. I have so far done Julius Caesar and Romeo and Juliet with them, and I'm very excited to join them again for The Tempest. So if you want to check out that live show, it is going to be on April 9th, and all of the details will be in the description. And the last book on my TBR is one that I've been meaning to get to for a while, and that is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. If you do or do not know, an adaptation of Leigh Bardugo's Grishaverse is going to be coming to Netflix in April, and people have been excited about this adaptation since literally the day it was announced. I read the Grisha series by Leigh Bardugo back in 2016 after BookCon, and it wasn't my favorite, but I really love Six of Crows, and it's been a while since I've gotten into the Grishaverse, so I don't know how King of Scars is going to go for me. This is a series where Nikolai, one of the characters of the Grishaverse, is the protagonist. That's about the extent of what I know about it. I've been so out of the loop with Leigh Bardugo and her books pretty much since Crooked Kingdom came out, which is the final book in the Six of Crows duology. But I am very excited for the Grishaverse adaptation. I'm not sure what my game plan is going to be for reading this book, if I'm going to watch the adaptation on Netflix first and then do a full series reread and eventually get to this book, or if I just dive right on in and read it. I bought this book when I went to Anderson's a while back in January while I was on break, and I didn't think I was gonna buy it, but I decided why not, because I can never stop myself from buying books. It's kind of a problem that me and a lot of other people in this community have. I am going to read it. I'm gonna get back into the Grishaverse. It's gonna be a fun time. Second book in the series is coming out soon. I want to get back on track. I want to get to enjoy the Grishaverse hype with everybody else. Okay, that is it for my TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to let me know down in the comments what is one book that you are very excited to read right now, a book that's got your attention, I can always use some recommendations. If you want to follow me on social media, all of my links are in the description. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GabbyYABooks, and any other relevant links or videos that I have mentioned will also be linked in the description, so go and check out the description, a whole bunch of goodies there for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time in a new one. Goodbye!